What is up? Day 6. I thought yesterday was day 6. Today is day 6. We're almost at a full week of publishing every single day. Today, we got a good episode. We are talking about liquidity. So today, I want to answer two questions. What is liquidity and why is it important when we're trading? First, we can define liquidity as the availability of liquid assets to a market or company. So how on earth does that relate to trading? Well, when we're looking at a graph and it reaches a certain price point, at this point, a lot of people are going to be buying in or selling out, and it's going to bring in a lot of liquidity, and that affects the way that the graph moves. So when a price point like this gets reached, a lot of people are going to buy in. So say we want to make a trade and we buy in. Well, at the same time, there's going to be people selling. And so when our order to buy in gets met, we're essentially taking someone else's sell. So that's how the system usually works. But what happens when these big companies or banks create very, very large orders? Well, they can't be filled by people like us. So this is what is called a liquidity sweep. So this huge order comes in, and how does that affect the market? Well, it increases the demand significantly, and it affects the graph in such a major way that it will create a new trend. And as traders, it's so important that we can predict when these liquidity sweeps are happening so we can buy in or sell out at the exact moments when these new trends are about to happen. The opposite can also be true. Say there's a big bank or a big business that decides to sell everything. Well, that's going to decrease the demand and significantly affect the charts as well. So here are two examples of when these high orders or high sells come in. It creates this high demand or creates a really low demand, and it completely shifts the direction in which the graphs are heading. So that is everything I learned from TGR's first episode on liquidity. I think it was a very, very important topic to understand. He talks a lot about it and how it's very essential in his specific strategy when he's trading. The psychology episode was just a check-in, so there wasn't much there to talk about, but I'm feeling great. Goals were all met today. The TikToks did not do as good as they did yesterday, but that's okay. We're just getting started in the process. A little bit shorter video today, but a lot more editing went into it. I know it's a process, but the quality is getting better and better. So thank you guys all so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys learned a little bit of liquidity. I'm still learning myself, and as we continue to watch TGR's bootcamp videos, he'll go more in depth on how we can spot liquidity sweeps and liquidity runs before they happen and how to execute these trades. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 7.